Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Expats Retiring Around the World. This video is going to be on my recent trip I took to La Paz in Baja California, Mexico. It is the actual capital of Baja California Sur, which is the peninsula is made up of two states. The southern one obviously is Baja California Sur. That has Cabo San Lucas in it, and that's probably the biggest town. And yeah, so again, another trip across the border through the CBX, Cross-Border Express. And jumped on this smaller plane. Saw the big jet. I was like, okay, oops, no, we're going to the small one. So anyway, good little trip, 2 hours basically from Tijuana. You fly down, land in La Paz. We rented a car and drove around. So I really... when I went down there, I wasn't really thinking about checking a bunch of information for, expats and whatnot. We just kind of did a couple of touristy things and hung out. And, actually I went down there because my mother was thinking of actually retiring down there. So we went looking, and I saw some rentals, and, I got some rental information. So I did get some, but I didn't get a lot about, hospitals and medical and things like that a lot of people find helpful in these videos. I had a lot of questions about those type of things, which, makes sense. There's Loreto, La Paz, Todos Santos, Cabo San Lucas. Those are all basically large expat communities exist in those towns. There's a lot of Americans living there, and Canadians too. There's La Paz, and here's the airport. There's two planes there. No, I'm just kidding. It is pretty small. I mean, it's relatively small. It's got like 180,000 people. The town does. Again, it's the capital of the state. This is our little hotel we stayed at. There's tons of these like hotels with swimming pools. Beautiful. This is like 9 o'clock at night, and it's gorgeous there because it's this is June. So during the day it was in the 90s and like all sunshine all the time, right? So it's like your typical desert places at like around October. The locals, I talked to some locals down there, some other Americans that live there. They were telling me that around October the weather turns beautiful. So which like most places in the the American deserts, in Yuma, Arizona, for example, gets really nice in the evenings. And during the day, it's not that bad. So this is part of the Malecon, which is kind of like a boardwalk, but just along the shore for a couple of miles. It's all concrete. This is a little stop by further, I guess it's north of La Paz. There's several little towns and villages along the way. Here's another one. And you just, they're just set up for tourism. And you go there and you rent your little ski-doos and your jet skis or whatever, and you can they'll have a banana boat, and it's just stuff like that. The water was actually a little chilly, to tell you the truth. It was more chilly than I thought it would be, but again, we are on the Pacific. It was definitely warmer than San Diego water, I'll tell you that. So yeah, like bar right on the beach and frozen drinks and all that stuff. This is back on the Malecon in the city of La Paz. We had a very nice dinner, very crowded establishment with big plates of good food, and it's really nice area. That's like the sidewalk there is across the street from the Malecon. Across the street there is the Malecon right there, and you can just walk up and down that all day every morning. And I went out walking in the morning, and it was kind of packed at like 6:30 in the morning. I mean, there's a lot of people out walking and just exercising. They have little exercise machines along the way. You can stop and do some exercises, and while you're getting it's a pretty cool little city. The rents there, delicious sangria, that was awesome. Here's your of course your requisite mariachi band while everyone's having dinner. Yeah, it was a cool city. I found a 2-bedroom condo that was 2 blocks from the beach for like $400 a month. Furnished, internet, You have to pay, I think, your water, utilities, things like that. But I mean, really not bad, for being that close. This is a little touristy adventure that we went on. The whole boatload of tourists heading out to. Actually, it was pretty cool. It's I don't remember the name of the island, but it's basically a nature preserve. This is the whole island. Like, no one lives here. No one's allowed to go here. Just the tourists come here and sit in one bay, and they're like, oh, actually, that's not the island. That's the mainland there, because of that crazy rock. But out here on the preserve here, you just keep, you get in the water, you get to swim around with the fish and look at the coral reefs and things like that. But no one stays, There's very few people allowed to stay at night, and some really crazy, just pretty rugged rock formations. I wish I knew more about geology, but. And then of course they had to take us to the mask, and then this other one here looks like obviously a face, but we stopped and had a little lunch in a bay area, and saw some trumpet fish there, like real weird, skinny, long-looking fish. But I mean, the town itself is full of things to do and restaurants. Oh my God, dude, these burritos were so good. But it's just a normal town that's set up, and it's pretty low key. It's pretty slow living. And I don't know, really nice little area. And there were a lot of Americans and a lot of Canadians. Actually, there's a town outside of this town where a lot live. But anyway, if you'd like to know more about any other locations, or have any specific questions about this area, or about living as an expat in anywhere really, just leave them in the comments below. I answer all comments, and I'll be happy to get back to you. All right, thanks. You guys be good. Take care.